So delicioso.
You're wasting the recording. Keith, you're wasting the recording.
Time out. Don't ever interrupt a good laugh of mine. For one. For two. You gotta jump right back into it. So as I was saying, the taters are to die for. What's happening?
Hey y'all. So I'm vegan and Keith
It's Meagan. That means
not at all. Not at all. So it gets a little crazy around here trying to merge the two different lifestyles and figure things out. Would you say?
I would definitely say, because I'm worried about Megan. I'm worried that when the zombie apocalypse comes, that you're not going to be able to survive, man. Sometimes, Megan, it's just going to be stuff that we're going to have to eat that's just going to be meat out there. And I don't know if you're going to be able to do it.
Well, we're not in the apocalypse, but I'll figure out what I gotta do. I don't even want to think about having to eat certain stuff.
But I was also thinking too, like, if you become a zombie, you know how zombies be like, brains. Since you are a vegan, I think, since you're a vegan, you won't eat meat, you'll be going, grains.
Zombies do that?
You get that? Brains, grains.
Zombies
Whatever.
do that?
Yeah, zombies come eat your brains. That's how they survive. See, look, y'all, she don't even know what zombies do, man. It's over with for the zombie apocalypse. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Well, who knows that?
Everybody that's watched Walking Dead and all that kind of stuff, you better get it together, baby. You're gonna be left behind during the apocalypse.
Okay.
But yeah, it is different, man. It is definitely different. Me eating meat, Megan not eating meat, because we didn't start off the relationship like that. You know, you started off eating fish and shrimp and chicken and stuff like that. She used to eat me under the table with the wings. And then one day you just said, I ain't eating meat no more, and I thought that I was gonna never eat meat again.
Yeah, well, life changes sometimes.
Yeah, it does. So how did you even come to that? How did you even get to that conclusion that you just wanted to stop eating meat?
Well, I kind of had a lot of series of events that led me to even becoming vegan. So I'm vegan and gluten-free. There's a lot of frees that I am, that things that I don't eat.
Sugar-free.
So, yeah, a long list.
Fat-free.
But initially, it just kind of started with me changing my overall lifestyle with, before the vegan thing even came into play, but becoming gluten-free, cutting out like processed foods, going completely like natural on household products, cleaning products, cosmetics, because I was having a lot of like health issues, allergy related stuff, like fatigue, different stuff that...
Her makeup is avocado. That's avocado makeup right there.
It is called fruit pigmented makeup. It's made from fruit pigment.
Oh, wow.
So it's more difficult for me to find stuff. I get a lot of stuff online, but literally like that's how I kind of started my health journey, was because I was having a lot of issues and going to different doctors and stuff. Honestly, a lot of the doctors, they just want to put you on medication, and I didn't want to be on a strong medication for the rest of my life to like keep things in check. So I started seeking out more like holistic, natural doctors that really try to figure out what's going on with you. And a big thing that impacts all of those health issues I was having was what we eat and the products we use, our environment. So I started changing all of that.
So Meg, is it cool if we show the people like your little regimen of the stuff that you take? Let's just take them down just the journey of just some of the vitamins that you take.
Got my protein, my elderberry to keep the immune system up, my vitamin C, because I take my vitamin C with my iron because that helps the iron absorb.
Y'all see it, look at it.
Yeah, I do, instead of doing a regular fish oil, since I am allergic to some fish and I am vegan, I do an algae omega to get the omega.
Look at me. Put some question marks on my
So I got a whole little list.
Yeah, my baby got all kind of stuff she take. Everything about the ground. I tell you that right now.
That's the best way.
I took some of your elderberry. Was it elderberries?
Elderberry,
yeah, the little gummies. They was nasty.
I actually like them. I could eat them as a snack, but
yeah, that's because you don't got no other kind of sugar in your life. So anything that got any type of sweet is gonna be good to you. Just not that chia pudding. Oh no, not that chia pudding.
That's so healthy though.
I know. I'm gonna show you just a little picture of the chia pudding right there. I tried to taste that chia pudding one time.
That's because you're used to added sugar and stuff. And so when you going down this lifestyle, because there's a difference between being vegan and then also trying to be like healthy, you know, because you can just load up on a ton of carbs or processed food that's vegan, but when you're really trying to go down, change your lifestyle overall as a health journey, it does require kind of changing your taste buds a little bit sometimes, you know.
Yeah, we got a total of about 25 calories in the house. You don't know how I'm used to being all kind of snacks. Sometimes I go to the fridge and I look in that mug and the fridge looking at me like, what? Ain't nothing in here you want, you better go ahead and close the door. I shut the door, I come back like, okay. Like last night, seriously, I was like, I need a midnight snack. I went in that mug, refrigerator, and said, go on, lay back down, man. You know ain't nothing in here.
It's grapefruit in there.
It is. Grapefruit takes a little time to kind of the process of peeling it and all that kind of stuff.
2 seconds.
You got some cashews in there that I wanted to bust open, but I know how you are about them cashews.
What?
That's how you make that old nasty milk that don't taste like milk. One time Megan did this cereal that I thought was real cereal. It looked like Raisin Bran or something to me. Raisin Bran, she had some milk in one of them old school milk cartons that they used to do back in the 70s when they bring your milk to the door. So I poured a little bit of the milk. I took
I actually used the coconut milk for that. The canned coconut milk.
Coconut milk or whatever that brown stuff was that looked like cereal, tasted like dog food.
It's a
dog food.
It's a cereal made just from coconut, pretty much.
And just for canines.
And it's very good. It's very good.
And I can see the benefits in not eating meat, and I have other friends that are vegans or vegetarians as well. It's just that I see your struggle. I see your struggle sometimes.
It's difficult.
And I don't know if I want to pack my lunch to the barbecue. Maybe I'll put at a barbecue with broccoli.
I mean, it is hard, but even like going all the way to becoming vegan, part of that was part of it was my choice, but then part of it was even recommended by the doctor, because literally, like with the allergy stuff, they already recommended you not eat dairy because dairy can have a lot of health implications for people. So they didn't want me to eat the dairy. The meat, they didn't have a problem with eating meat, but that was like the decision I made on my own. But they were wanting me to stay away from like eggs and cheese and all that stuff. So it was like, I already had been kind of wanting to try out being vegan with getting away from the meat. And so with them wanting me to stay away from that to help keep things in check, then it was like, I might as well go all in. So that's what I've been doing. So since being vegan, I have had just a couple slip-ups.
I caught your ass eating meat one time. I wasn't even gonna bring it up on the video.
No, I haven't. No, actually, I have not had meat. But I was at a birthday party, and I don't get cake and stuff like that on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had a gluten-free cake, so I know that probably had eggs in it. So I did have that.
Ate that chicken egg.
And then the other time, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. So we was out of town. We was going out to eat the next morning for going to breakfast, and I was trying to figure out where we can go. And then I'm spending, like, literally, because when you're going out to eat, when you're vegan and gluten-free and all those things, it can be difficult trying to find places that have things you can eat. So I'm spending all this time, I'm tired, trying to look up places, and then the next day we get there, and my sister, her fiance were there too. And y'all, I'm struggling. It's breakfast time. You know, when you going somewhere to eat for breakfast, pretty much the menus revolve around eggs. And it's hard to find stuff that's gluten-free too. You know, so I'm struggling looking at the menu, trying to figure out what to eat, what can I do. Keith
is having a good time.
Thinks this is the perfect time.
Enjoying my brother and sister-in-law, you know.
To have nonstop jokes about me and what I eat. Granted, y'all, I told y'all the night before, I'm struggling, looking up, tired, trying to find all these places, see where we can go. Then we get there.
I wasn't going super crazy. You was in a bad vegan mood, and I had a hell of vegan jokes ready, and I was firing them off. Everybody was laughing, and the veganism menu got sensitive.
No, but the thing is, everybody else except for you started to notice that it was getting to be a bit much.
For you.
that it was a little inconsiderate because you was so busy trying to be in joke mode.
They was laughing.
Yeah, until, you know, it got to be a little old when I'm literally struggling trying to find something to eat. So I ended up breaking down and eating eggs that day. That's kind of when
I ate cardboard. I thought
that, see what I'm saying?
I thought it was a napkin.
But that was one of those times I got off track because we were struggling at a breakfast place, and then he thought it was funny to go on and on. Then he got an attitude because I said he was being annoying.
You damn right, and we ain't even gonna go there.
You got all the way in your feelings. Well, shoot, we got in the car, y'all. It went wild in the car. He got mad talking about. Well, I mean, if I can't be myself, I can't be around him.
Yeah, you know, you want to be yourself. I like making jokes. You marry me, I'm a funny. I think I'm a funny guy. You know what I'm saying?
But then he had the nerve to say how when I got up from the table, how they were on his side. I'm like, well, Mallory told me she said the same thing to you.
Nope.
That when she was, that when I was sitting there,
Mallory, I wasn't going to expose
that you got to be self-aware.
But when Megan left, Mallory and Rob was on my side. I was like, yeah, I can't believe she acting like that, kind of. And then when I left, I guess they was on your side. So they did the smart thing and played both sides of the ball.
Well, no. Actually, she told me she said the same thing that she said when I was at the table, that sometimes you just got to be self-aware. The thing that trips me out about it is, Keith goes in on me all the time. Mm-hmm. But when I said something about him, he felt embarrassed or like he was being the butt of the joke. Because I said you were being annoying. You didn't like that. But you go in on me all day. When we get in front of people, you think it's Def Comedy Jam when it come to me.
Let me tell you something. Well, ladies, this is just some advice too for y'all too. When y'all when you get married and your husband is on the road and he doing his thing, don't throw nothing in the wrench in the system try to make it seem like he ain't funny. Just you may be the butt of the joke. He ain't trying to hurt your feelings, especially if you talk about veganism and what you eat. You know what I'm saying? Because let me get to this part of the story that she ain't told you yet. So me and Megan had this big old argument in the car, and she all mad.
This is one of the biggest arguments.
One of our biggest arguments over this. So after we finally calmed down and we decided to go and grab a smoothie. So we go into the smoothie shop. Ding, 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 ding. Me and Megan walk in, right? And it's a little dude at the thing, and you can tell he a little young. So we get up to the cash register and say, so what do you want? So Megan's like, y'all sugar-free, gluten-free, vegan-free, all these frees. And then the boy was like, man, you might as well order a water or something. So we just got done having this argument about, I can't make no jokes about her being vegan. So I'm sitting over there about to blow up because I want to make a joke about it. And then we finally ended up laughing a little bit about it. And I think she kind of realized that, she was wrong and shouldn't have acted like that. And then she bowed down and kissed my Converse.
Okay.
Long story short, though, I just thought it was very ironic that the dude started talking about your veganism and you ain't say nothing about him. But when I did,
he was an employee at the store, but I mean the other employees was even looking at him like he was doing a bit much. He was going too far, really.
Megan wanted to report him like I should report him. All right, don't you report that boy.
But you shouldn't make the customer feel uncomfortable. Like, take the order. Okay.
He was making me laugh. I felt like I had jumped inside his body and was able to make my last little jokes about your veganism without you getting mad.
But what I tried to explain to Keith too, because then he'll say, well, I don't know why you're so mad. I got this friend, that friend that's vegan or whatever. But what he doesn't understand
I make jokes with him all the time.
Yeah, that's what he would say. But there's a difference when you're vegan plus gluten-free. You gotta stay away from this processed food, this, soy, that, because that's another thing. I'm vegan, but I also try not to eat soy. And a lot of stuff is soy-based when you're trying to find vegan food. So him making jokes with his friend who is just vegan is not the same as making jokes with me when I got a whole other list of stuff that I can eat and I'm at a restaurant trying to find something on the menu after everybody else has ordered and I'm still trying to figure out what to get.
So since we were doing this video, I had already kind of knew that we were going to do this video, and I was like, you know what? I want to show people an example of like what a sandwich kind of like a sandwich that Megan would eat. So I went ahead and grabbed one. See this sandwich right here? Has all of the natural ingredients you could ever think of in here. Everything is gluten-free. It is all the freeze, everything, and it kind of tastes like Kind of tastes like oxygen. You know, little atoms, some molecules in there. Electrons, protons. It's a pretty good burger, baby. You want some?
You know what though? Keith, you capping. You capping. Big time. You know why? Because I try different little meals and different things, and you love this stuff. You know, he want to act like, oh, it's nasty or it's cardboard or whatever, but
nasty. It's just not what I would prefer. It's not nasty. Let's get that together. Nothing you've ever made was nasty. It's just not my preference. That's all. I don't want. What?
Come on, tell the truth for the people now. Tell the truth. Because when I done made the zucchini spaghetti, I can eat this every day. It's been several meals. Really, it's been several meals where Keeks is like, if you make this every day, I'd be good.
It's a couple of
them.
So
let's be real now. Let's be real. Hey, I've been busy.
Do you remember what those
I've been busy. We've been having a hard time cooking lately.
Do you even remember what those couple meals are?
You love the Brussels sprouts?
The Brussels sprouts, she do this thing with okra because I never like okra where she does a broil instead of a whatever and it's kind of burnt.
Crunchy, crispy.
I like the spaghetti, the okra, and then the Brussels sprouts. Sometimes when you know what I'm saying, you know how they kind of. I don't like the real big ones on the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, you gotta cut them and let them make sure they get cooked.
And I like your guacamole. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? There's just some other items that's not. I don't like when we get into saying this is something cheesy and it's just that nut cheese and all that other kind of stuff. Those are kind of things that kind of get to me.
No, what Keith does is like I made some nachos one day that he was slamming on and saying
put that up there. Nachos.
Keith, you were saying how good they were. Shoot, these nachos, they taste like nachos. So I had anyway. So I had a little cheesy mixture that I used that I added to it, and when I said what it was,
I thought it was sour cream, y'all.
When I said what it was, all of a sudden he's upset. It's like he never wants to know. He can enjoy something, but as soon as he finds out what it is, it's like he has an issue with that. I don't understand. Shouldn't it just be about if you liked it or not? Not knowing what it is. That's like tricking the kids when you try to trick them into eating a vegetable.
If I'm already eating it, I just rather you when you get done, like, you know what's in there? Like, what? Oh, beets. I'm like, oh, they didn't even taste like beets. But if I'm eating you like, those are beets, I'm like, and then my mind is going to turn into a beet.
Yeah, but that's still
I don't care if it got buffalo sauce.
You should feel better about that than eating the bad stuff, because at least it's a good item you're eating. You should be more disgusted when you eating all that other crap.
I feel you, but I'm just saying I get disgusted sometimes. Not disgusted. Once again, I'm not saying that the food is nasty. It's just not my preference. That's all. It's not my preference. Y'all, there's 101 ways you can make cauliflower. Megan has tried 99 of those ways already. I will say, y'all, a lot of times when Megan does make stuff, I always kind of hate on it at first because I know that there's no meat in it. And then a lot of times it does taste a lot better than I think it does. It's just that when you're making stuff like nachos, or I guess I just sometimes rather find out what it is after I eat it and not in the middle while I'm eating it.
One question I get from people a lot is, so how do you cook at home since he's not vegan and you are, like, and he's not gluten free and all that stuff? What do you do? So I would say for the most part, everything I make in the house is gluten free. I don't really buy anything that's not, or that has gluten in it. But I will sometimes add meat to something that I'm cooking for him. But there are those times where he eats the vegan style and he likes it, but there are other times where I'll add meat into whatever I'm making.
Little chicken can go a long way, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. It's farm raised though, farm raised chicken. It was raised properly.
If you are trying to live a healthier lifestyle and really to stick to it, because in those moments when you're hungry and you don't have nothing, it's a struggle. So it's like, especially even when you're out and about, it's just better to always try to be prepared as much as you can. And people would laugh at me like, oh, Megan always got her snacks. Because whenever we go somewhere, I'll take stuff with me. That way, if I get hungry, I have something.
Another thing that I noticed too about people about veganism,
where's this
I
word?
don't know, it's fun. It's fun to say about veganism that it really helps with your digestive system. Because I've had to follow you a couple times in the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, Brussels sprouts, turmeric. I can smell all of the ingredients. Hemp seeds. I'm like, what? What in the pump food is going on here?
No, mine is a lot better than that disaster zone you be creating in the bathroom. So I don't even want to hear it.
Get all them greens together, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
woo!
It's much better than all that meat poop you eat.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I guess we going back and forth. But overall, you know, I will say what I do enjoy about the lifestyle, because every time I see you eating like that, it lets me know, like, okay, if I can just get close to what Meagan is eating, or maybe just say, I'm just gonna eat exactly what she eats every day, I know that it will in return make me healthier, but I ain't there yet.
Yeah, what I don't understand is, like, when me and Keith first started dating, he was telling me how, what he prayed for in a woman.
Oh, I sure did.
You did.
I did.
And this was like one of the things that he really wanted, was somebody that could like help him with a healthy lifestyle and all of that.
And let me tell you what, God said exactly what I asked for, and I didn't realize that this is what I asked for. A couple times I had to say, Lord, time out, baby. Lord, I don't think I asked for that part, did I? Yes, you said you wanted an independent woman. This is what comes with it. I'm like, oh, Lord. I changed a couple things, just a couple things. He make a listen. I say just make a listen a little more, make a hush up on command. Can I do
Hey. I feel like you could be acting a little bit more grateful sometimes, because he gets upset. Like, cause I'll catch him eating something bad when we supposed to be on this health journey. Mm-hmm. You know, as far as being accountability partners, basically. But it's like when you have your accountability partner wrapped up into your wife as well. Sometimes you don't always respond to the best way.
One hell of a combination. You ever seen Mike Tyson kept somebody in the club? It's kind of one of those. You know, baby, but in all honesty, like, you really be working hard in that kitchen as far as with creating some very different meals. And I think there are a lot of people out here that share your same eating habits. Mm-hmm. And I think it'd be cool if you start showing some of your recipes, like how you put some stuff together. Because you real creative over there.
I'll be making some stuff up.
You'll make some stuff up in the kitchen. I don't know where you get your ingredients from, but
you think I should do that? That might be a good idea.
I think you should. I think a lot of people want to see that. They want to see, you know what I'm saying, what plants look like cooked.
Or just to give some ideas, because I know for me that I've gone through for years when you're going to an event, a family thing, and there's nothing there you can really eat, or just a struggle. You come home and it's like, what can I eat? And you're trying to figure out something quick. So I might do that. I might do some little quick cooking videos, just some little easy stuff. Give y'all some ideas.
So yes, I think you should do those videos, and I know y'all will enjoy it. Look, comment below if y'all got some recipes that y'all want Meagan to try or some stuff like that. Let us know below, man, because we want to see you cook. I want to see you cook. I want to sit behind the camera and show everybody how you get down in the kitchen.
All right, we might make that happen.
No doubt. So there it is, y'all. Non-vegan.
And vegan, gluten-free, all that.
Mm-hmm. And don't say vegetarian when they're vegan, because vegetarian and vegan are totally different things. And I like the whole vegan and negan. I don't know why I keep saying negan. Like neither.
Okay.
And I think that was a guy off of The Walking Dead named Negan too.
Okay.
And your name is kind of spelt like Meagan. So maybe that's where it all kind of came from.
That is true. I did get Meagan a lot in school.
Meagan the vegan. The vegan Meagan. We're gonna work on that. Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We are out of here. Peace.
Bye.